Hello, teachers. Welcome to the first ever Cognita Cambridge podcast. Throughout this video podcast, I will be sharing some information, tips, suggestions, and comments on how to work with Cambridge Primary English the best way possible. Now, we do understand the huge change from ESL to English L1, but this is exactly what we need if we want our students to become fully and real bilingual. So, to begin with, today's episode will be mainly focused on the use of the book and the scheme of work. So, I received a very interesting question from one of our teachers from Peñarolén. And the question is: are the books really aligned with the schemes of work of Cambridge Primary English? The answer is yes. So, we're going to use the Cambridge Primary English Stage 2 as example. So we're going to open the teacher resource, which is already opened in my laptop, and we will go to the contents of the book. As you can see here, we have the names of the units. So the question is, do we need to follow the order as it is stated in here, or can we just choose different units? My advice is go with the flow. Just go with unit number one and then unit number two in the order that you prefer. But my advice would be go one by one as each of these units cover the contents of the scheme of work. So how are we so sure? Let's go to the scheme of work itself. So let's check one of these examples. As you can see, these are the contents of the scheme of work itself. For instance, unit number 2.3, Poems with Patterns and Sounds. Where can we find in the book this content of the scheme of work? If you go and check your learner's book, you will find it super easily in unit number 3 called All About Sounds. The text type is actually poetry, poems with patterns in sounds and other structures. If you go here, for instance, unit number 2.8, Stories by Well-Known Writers, you can find this one actually in unit number 7, called Stories by Well-Known Authors. Text type fiction, stories by well-known authors, or even the last unit in the scheme of work called Information Text, reports about subject. You can easily find that in unit number 8 called Underwater Life, where you can find non-fiction informational texts. As you can see, the books that we are currently using are fully designed based and considering these schemes of work that are actually provided by Cambridge itself. Now, we know that the book has a strong focus on reading and writing activities. So, what can we do to complement these activities with the listening aspect or speaking? In this case, please feel free to use the activities for learners. These are completely for free for every teacher who works with the Cambridge curriculum. In here, you will find lots and lots of different online activities where you can practice listening, speaking, writing, and even reading. You can filter the activities based on the level of English of your students and also the type of vocabulary and grammar that you're actually teaching. I hope you find this information useful and a kind of way to share with you all the tips and suggestions that I got for you in episode 2. Have a nice week, everybody. Bye.